Hello and welcome to another Nothing Like a Good Book, the show all about authors and potential authors. Discovering your book is what we're about, and promoting your book and selling your book as well. And if you go to nothinglikeagoodbook.com, there's a wheel of growth on that you can have a look at. There's lots of authors on there. Reviews are on there as well, all sorts of things, and it's growing all the time. But you can listen to a lot of interviews with authors by going to episodes and get an idea if you'd like to come onto the show and promote your book. And what else did I want to tell you? Oh yeah, we can also write for you and write the book for you and help you whichever way you want. My guest is an author, of course, you idiot, by the name of Michael A. Sims. Now his book is titled My Dash in Life. Everyone has one. He was born and raised in Sacramento, California, raised by his mom and dad, who lived into their 80s. And he's the youngest of 4 children, 3 boys, 1 sister, graduated from Hiram Johnson High School and attended Sacramento State University and studied communications right up into his junior year of college. He's done a lot. He worked bagging groceries, sold shoes as Sears Roebuck, and worked as a collector for some 30-odd years. And he's been a promoter as well in the entertainment world. You're probably going to recognize a few of these people for the last 25 years, in fact, and a real estate agent as well. But now he's a very proud author, and this is why he's on the show. And I'm going to introduce you to him, Mr. Michael Sims. Hi, buddy.
Hey, my friend.
How you doing?
Great. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well, thank you. This is your first book, right?
Absolutely. Man.
Congrats. It's nice to see it done.
Thank you.
It's taken you a while to write. From a writer's perspective, for those watching, was it hard to write your first book?
First, of course, if you'd asked me 3 years ago what I'd be doing, it wouldn't be an author. But, it's just something that I knew I could pretty write good, but, it never came to fruition. And then my dad gave me a gem, something he said to me, and I just went with it and contacted a publishing company, and man, just that's how it went.
Well, I can't quite see the top of it there, but it's the number is what, 1970? Everyone has one.
Yes, sir.
Okay, there it is there, up the other way, 1970.
Yes,
okay.
Sir.
My dash in life. Everyone has one. I like it. Your dash in life. Now, speaking of your mum and dad, they had a big part of your life. God love them. Here they are.
Absolutely.
All right. And what were their names?
So my mother's name was Lily Mae Sims, and my dad's name was Colin Sims with no middle name.
No middle name. He looks tall. Is he tall?
Yes, he's tall. He's definitely tall.
I mentioned before in the opening about your life as a promoter. You've done a lot of things, so good on you. You've taken a lot of things on.
Absolutely.
Okay, let's talk about then. Before we get into the book a bit, who are these dudes here?
Well, this young gentleman is a guy named Joe Torre. He's a comedian, been around for 30 years. Yeah.
As a promoter, what, you brought him to Sacramento or you met him where?
Yeah, well, basically, me and my brothers started bringing comedians out about 30 years ago, and most of these comedians were in LA. And we would just go ahead and bring about 3 or 4 comedians down in Sacramento, and that's where we started to meet and gain a relationship because they were known to be real funny.
And what would you do? You'd fill out a place? How big a place, for comedians? They're usually not that large, those rooms, are they?
Now, these rooms are fairly small, but, about 300 or 400 people, and we rent from a place that was nearby our neighborhood called Rancho Arroyo, and we started bringing them coming in.
Interesting. Well done. And here's another one.
Yes.
This lady's, what was her name?
Her name is Linnell. She's real famous right now, but back in the day, we used to bring her as well. All these comedians, we used to bring them in Sacramento. These were when they were up and coming, and they haven't really did movies or weren't mainstream, but now they are. But we met them back then, and we used to bring them, and maybe once every 3 or 4 months to Sacramento.
Right,
And
right.
yeah,
Well, the irony of it is, of course, when you start like that before they're known and you're helping their careers,
yes.
they're unknowns, but you're getting them a lot less than you try to pay now.
Of course. Matter of fact, Linnell, she has her own residency in Las Vegas under Jimmy Kimball over there. Man, in Las Vegas, you should definitely check her out. She goes every Sunday, Monday, and she's real popular on the Las Vegas Strip. One of the only
Really?
women to get this residency. So she's there Sunday, Monday in Las Vegas now.
There you go. So good on Linnell. Huh? What's her last name then?
You know what's funny? I'll let her tell you that. Most
All right.
comedians, most comedians got aliases, and
Yeah.
I'll let
All
her
righty.
tell you that.
When I first saw this picture, I thought it was, who did I think it was? The Rat Pack.
I don't know, but that's D.L. Hughley right there.
Okay, who was this one again?
D.L. Hughley. He's
D.L.
definitely
Hughley.
he's definitely another gentleman that's been around, been on movies. He's had his own sitcom. He's did comedy for over 30 years. He's been in movies.
Right.
He's still active, got his own podcast, heavily in the politician world where, he just provides a lot of information. Very funny guy. Definitely one of the funniest I've ever met in my life.
All right.
Yeah, D.L. Hughley. Yes, sir.
So this was your world, wasn't it, really? But, you and the brothers and
Yes, sir. Me
after
and
the
my
groceries and the 30 years, I mean, you were never scared of work. Did you know when you were young what you wanted to be?
man,
What you thought you wanted to be?
I did, I really just played it by ear, and I thank my parents because they put me in everything, like as far as sports, whatever I wanted to do, they were able to be, able to support me. And when you have that foundation, you just kind of roll with it, and then, just like now, I never thought I'd be an author, but hey, it ended up being one.
What I love about this, my friend, is that, you're unknown. No one knows you from a bar of soap. It's your first book.
Yes,
You
sir.
wanted to do it in your heart. No matter what,
Absolutely.
you were determined to get it done. See? And what have you done? Look at it. It's on Amazon. And look at this. There's your website.
Yeah.
www.raresims.com. When you go to that, ladies and gentlemen, you can buy his book.
Yeah.
Why would
Rare
I buy
Symphony.
your book? All right, well, let's talk about it then and
Yeah.
find it out because I love success stories from nothing. Semi-retired now. You've done well in real estate. Really, the book is a memoir about your life and the title,
Yes.
My Dash in Life. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely. Well, like you asked me earlier, it's like how it came to fruition was I was in the shower one day and I always thought about my dad giving me advice, and he always told me about, on a tombstone one day. This is before he passed away. On the tombstone, you have the day that you're born and the day that you die, but nobody talks about the dash in the middle. So it struck me about that, and I said, you know what? I definitely have a life up till now, and I've been through a lot. I think I've, accomplished a little bit. I've been through
Right.
trials and tribulations. I've been through ups and downs. So let me write about it from the day 1970
That's it.
till now.
That's it. A lot of people think, Michael, they've got to sit down and try and write a bloody Gone with the Wind or some other thriller that's going to work. Oh, that's not good enough. And I mean, one of my favorite writers is Tom Clancy. I love all those
Yes.
thrillers, spy movies and stuff.
Yeah,
But at the end of the day, you're a nobody, just like me, pal. And there's a
absolutely.
million others out there who'd love to write a book.
Hey, Mark.
Doesn't matter what it is, express it and put it down. True?
Hey, Mark. That's why I put everyone has one. Because even though it's my dash and my memoir, everybody has one.
It makes a lot of sense. But speaking of that, for people out there, if you would want to write a book, and you've got a good idea, but you just don't get the time and you don't know where to start, it's all right. Email me. Go to nothinglikeagoodbook.com, email me, and we can talk about it because I do that for people very affordably, okay? And publish it for you if you want. Now, you've been in real estate. How did you do in that? What sort of real estate? Residential?
I just did, my dad was a realtor, and it wasn't just being successful, but doing the right deals. So it's kind of like working. I've only did so many deals, but I was able to do it with my dad, and do it with special people that I knew and admired, or some businesses that either, gave me my house or my mom and dad's house.
Yeah,
So it's more of just accomplishing, trying to be like my dad, like going to school like my brothers and sisters. So it's just basically, it wasn't a lot, but it was all about just, being able to do something with your dad along with your brothers and their sisters. So that's just how it came about. Just doing, and seeing if it's profitable, just,
that's it. There was no,
yeah.
plan that just followed through. But it's interesting how, the date of Christmas Day on 1970,
Yes.
on the 25th of the 12th, being Christmas Day back in 1970,
Yep.
until present. That's what it's all about. Your life from there to now. And all
Yes,
you've
sir.
done is talk about your promotions, your book, your promotions company, your real estate, people you've met, this and that. And it's a book.
Yes, it has.
Now, you're not expecting 42 million to buy it, are you?
Yes. No, I'm just hey, 42 million, have a dash in life, right?
I love that. Listen, my friend, you never know. All
Never
right?
know.
You just never know. Um, the world's a funny place, as my
Yeah.
mother used to say. The world is but one big stage, and we're all but players. And she gets that
Yes.
from somebody. So, tell us about being a promoter. I mean, I worked a little bit in the stage life and the theater world and promotions and so on. When I was younger, I used to hire out rooms in hotels, put bands in them, and so on, and had my own band, 7-piece band, actually in Tasmania. But Big Apple, we were called, because that's what Tassie's called. Apple country, Big Apple, not like New York. So how did you go about trying to find the right acts to bring down to fill out the place? Because people are fickle. People want their money's worth, and if they're not going to get good acts, they're going to come back at you and throttle you, right?
Yeah. So, what's crazy? It started from my brother, Steve. So, it's Sims Brothers is the name. Me, my brother, Greg, and my older brother, Steve. He
Right,
did a competition for the Sacramento Kings, and the old point guard, Reggie Theus, was holding it. And once he took third place,
right.
uh, was able to contact some major people that were bringing comedians. So my brother initiated that relationship. So that's how we were able to then do the deal. Kind of go out, talk to an agent, find out how much they want. Then we arrange everything else. Do we get the venue? We pass
Right.
out flyers. We go to the radio stations.
Cool. Yeah. Promote the who's coming and that, and everybody gets excited. It's a night out. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the best medicine in life, my friend, is a
What's up,
good
my
laugh.
Laughter's good for the soul, my friend.
No, is it ever, babe? Listen, 1970, my dash in life, because
Yes.
everyone has one. You hear
Everyone
all
has
about
one.
the people in your life, your experiences, your ups
Yes.
and your downs, your
Oh,
tragedies, overcomings, and positive future endeavors. People may say, what the hell? What's that got to do with me? Because you may learn something from it. you may
absolutely.
you may have gone through the same thing. You just never know, because not everybody's writing Shakespeare, are they? Huh?
Yeah, that's why I put it. I tried to did that, Mark. I tried to write it in the same way because going from the day that you're born till now, everyone has a childhood. Some people go through elementaries, high school, college. Then you deal with tragedies such as your mother and dad passing, your brother committed suicide, your sister going through hospice. All these things, the mental conditions that are out.
You
So I
had
try
that
to write
happen
it
in
where
your
somebody
family?
can relate to.
Michael, you had that happen in your family?
Yes, yes, I
All,
have.
all of those things are, you poor one. I
Yes,
feel for you. But they're
yes,
lessons of life. They're in your blueprint, buddy. I could say I
absolutely.
could I could write a book on my life story. You wouldn't believe it. Listen, you'll hear about all the people, he says, in my book, all the
Yes,
experiences, all the ups and downs. But I've dedicated my book to these lovely people here. Mom and Dad.
absolutely. Yes, sir.
Mom, Mama. You called your mom Mama?
Yes, 66 years they were together. 66 years.
That's not a bad innings, is it? 66 years, eh?
I'll take it. I'll take it.
That's a saying from cricket, when somebody gets up there. I've got a father-in-law at the moment, 96, and he wants to go, but he doesn't want to go. He's a stubborn thing. Anyway, the reality is, we're only here for so long, aren't we? So you're out of the promotions arena now. You've been doing real estate. Sacramento, how's it going? How's that world for real estate? That part of the neck of the woods.
It's amazing because I tell people when I bought my house, I got lucky, and people were telling me never buy a house, don't buy a house at this time. Rates are gonna go down. My theory is just buy a house when you're ready. Don't listen to nobody, because if I would have listened to somebody, I would have not have bought my house for $125,000. Now it's worth so much, but you never listen to people. When it's your right time to buy, Mark, it's your time to buy.
Only you can make that decision, and you've got to feel it in your guts. That's the bottom line. Your inner self. I sit down, when I make decisions like that, I sit down with the board, me, myself, and I, and the three of us, we thrash everything out. So, tell us about your involvement with these stars when they came. God love them, from LA down to Sacramento. Did you take them out to dinner or something after the show, or did you have a drink? Did they hang around?
You know what? Things I've noticed, things changed, Mark. Back in the day, when we also used to bring Jamie Foxx as well. He's well known. Yeah, Jamie Foxx is definitely a person that we dealt with. I wasn't able to get you a picture, unfortunately. My older brother Steve, he has a lot of the pictures and old video videotapes.
Absolute nobody then, right? Nobody.
Man.
Who's Jamie Foxx?
Yeah. And it's crazy. I used to everything's in the book, and you'll definitely hopefully love it, but it shares that we used to hang out afterwards. We used to hang out, drink, kick it, hang, talk, and then if they want to go to the store, we take them. If they want to go to the mall, and it still happens. But these days you can't trust everybody, and things are so different. But back in the day, man, we would hang out and party all night long and have a good time. And of course, there are things that are going on. It's kind of hard, but yeah. Oh man, you put up Joe Torre, man. He has a brother too named Guy Torre, who we were the first ones to put him on stage, and he's doing well too. But me and Joe, man, we go way back. Him and his brother, we go way back, man. We pick them up from the airport. You drop them off. If they want to go to the mall, go to the mall. Then afterwards, you go to the show. You got backstage. And then after that, you got to go to the after party, huh, Mark? You know it. You got to go to the after party.
Nothing better than an after party on a show. Done a bit of acting in my time, and you look forward to it, and the reviews as well. But what was I going to say? I bet you didn't pick them up in the limo.
You know what? Now you're exactly right. Back in the day, man, I'd ride a camel. I'd pick them up in a camel. But no, the thing about Sims Brothers is we were able to always be there on time, always have the money right. And that's why they had respect for us, because so many promoters might not have money to pick you up in raggedy cars and all that other stuff. So we made sure everything was legit.
Very good, mate. You did a good job. So what's coming up next? What are you focused on? I mean, the book is everything now. What do you hope from the book, in all honesty? Yes, you wrote it. You've got it down in print. It's up there on Amazon. But what are you hoping for? Do you have any private dreams for it?
It really shaped my life. I tell people you don't have to grab a piece of paper or anything and tell everything from your life from the beginning till now. Because when you do that, you find out so much about yourself. They're your friends, if they're still your friends, how they were, who can you trust, what you've been through, what you've overcome. It really changed me and made me more wiser. And then
what happens if there's parts that you've done or been involved in, or was stupid or young or whatever, and there's things you don't want to talk about in the first tense?
Absolutely.
What do you do? Make up a character?
Well, you can do that, and it's crazy because from this book, I'm thinking about it could definitely be a movie. It could definitely be a movie, Mark. And I'm just taking it to all heights, wherever it takes it. And then amazing, I just got a new idea for another book, Mark. So
I just love your positivity, man. So you just share again what led you to become an author, because it's really a memoir.
it is.
So for somebody watching or listening, and it's gurgling, but it can't come out. What was
You,
the final step for you to go forward?
you know what? It's about start and finish, Mark. As you know, I went to college. I didn't finish. Um, my brothers, we had a karate school. My brothers are ninth degree black belt, fourth degree black belt. I got to a
Good.
green and I got to a red black. I didn't finish getting to a really black belt to where many stages. And then when I start writing the book, I stopped. And then you know what? I got to finish this, Mark.
That's right. That's right. Because there's things in life you haven't bloody finished, and you've never forgiven yourself for them.
Now it's something I can have for the rest of my life, Mark. So I tell people just start and finish. Start and
Start
finish.
and finish. Start and finish. Get it done.
Get it done.
What a good motivator you'd be, my friend. So there you go. Michael Sims. Mom and dad have passed on. They're still with you, of course, but they're looking on right now.
And my
Do you
brother.
miss them? Do you
And my
miss them?
brother. And my
And your
brother. God
brother.
bless him. And my
Yeah.
brother.
And your
Yes.
sister's what, in hospice, did you say?
We know my sister beat hospice and she's now doing well, ready to get ready
Good.
to walk. And man, and I'll tell you, man,
Yeah.
she's been thank you. She's been through so much a lot, but man, she is like I mean, she's the oldest, and man, wait till you see her story. I tell her she should write her story.
Ah, well, it would be interesting because I love motivational stories. And here she is, 1 minute in hospice, and now she's got a zest for life again, and she's back out because, how old? No, I better not ask you how old you are. I just, we're having a conversation, it's like, that's how
Absolutely.
I just wondering do you have big plans?
Well,
You
I
want to
do
go
also
anywhere?
have. I also
Would you
have
like
this.
to promote the book around the country or something? Can you do that?
Absolutely. I also have this brand that I've been working on for 3 or 4 years. It's called Rare. I mean, wait till you see the brand, Mark. It's coming to fruition right now. I've been working on it. It's gonna change. I want it to change the world, and it's something that
Oh,
you can also relate to. We can all
really?
relate to it, and I
And it's
want
called
to,
Rare.
yeah, it's
Rare?
called Rare. Yes, because everybody has something rare about them, Mark.
Right.
Everybody has something rare about them. And wait till you see the logo. It's coming up. It's also on my website.
All right.
And
Well, give me a call and we'll do it on the Mark Bishop Show. That's where all inventions are done and promotion of business and blah, blah.
it's
Okay.
such a small word,
It
but
is. That's
everybody
why I
has
look at your
something rare
website,
about them.
though. See, look at the website at the below for people to order your book, right?
Absolutely.
Rare Sims. You're not
RareSims.com.
kidding. There's only one of this guy, I'll tell you. They threw the mold away when they made him. Michael RareSims.com.
Actually, it's just RareSims.com. You're there.
I want to buy the
RareSims.com.
book, and it's going to take me straight through to Amazon. Okay.
Absolutely.
Good
Amazon,
stuff.
RareSims.com. Hopefully Barnes and Noble. It's going to be hopefully in Barnes and Noble soon. We're just working everything out. Barnes and Noble near you, Walmart, Target. There's a
Right.
lot of big things that we're looking forward to.
Yeah, they're doing a new store here too on Barnes and Noble. It's good to see them. With everything online these days, mate, and how Amazon's gobbled everything up. There's still a whole army out there of people banging together to try and keep the little bookstores open. Well, not that they're little, but something about going into a bookstore and feeling the pages and the covers. I love covers. Um, I really do. What was it like at Hiram Johnson High School for you?
It's crazy because I played basketball, and in the book, you'll see a lot of my friends, family. That's where, even though in kindergarten, but, I put all the names I did possible. Sorry for everybody didn't make the book. It's impossible, but you gain a lot of friends. You start learning what you want: basketball, football, taekwondo. You start developing what you like, what you don't like, and
Right.
it's some of the. I think it's some of the best years. You talk about college, but you're developing yourself in high school.
Yeah. And did sport not, sort of come along and as a major appeal to you to think that's where you might end up doing sport?
Well, I played basketball. I love basketball. I wish I did soccer, but I played basketball and I tore my Achilles in my junior year, and
Oh,
I can feel it. I can feel it today.
yeah,
Mark.
that's a nasty one. That's a nasty one. Oh, I'm sorry
Yeah.
to hear that, my friend. Who knows where you could have ended up, eh? But yeah, soccer, there's so many codes now. People say to me, Australia, you play soccer. Hang on, we play soccer, but
Yeah.
that's not our main game. Our main
Hey,
game is Australian
hey,
rules football. Oh, you mean rugby? No,
yeah.
it's not rugby. It's not rugby union or rugby league. That's separate within itself.
I have to
Australian
mention.
rules.
I have to mention, Mark, I was on a ski team too for about 3 or 4 years. The only black guy, no disrespect, but the only black guy on this other team because nobody wanted to. My friends didn't want to ski, so I was on a ski team for 3 years, and that's what I like to
Yeah.
do. And that's what I like to do now too, is ski all the time. I can't wait to get out there and we get that golf course and go a couple holes, man, and see how you swing that golf club.
Well, I hope your Achilles heel holds you back. No, I don't mean that nastily. We'll play for $10. You probably come out and what do you got, a 2 handicap or something? Oh, yeah.
Oh, no. Hey, man, that's the hardest thing I've ever played. I don't know about you.
That
Hardest,
really is. Yeah.
hardest thing.
It is. I'm just a hacker. I'm only off, 18 or something. But I haven't played for 2 years because of my illnesses and so on. But I need to build up again. I'm so looking forward to going back because I get my mind off work. Even when I'm playing golf, I still write something in my head or think of something. But, it's all you're trying to do is hit a still ball. Think about it. And it's so difficult. It's not even moving.
I
It's
thought
not a
that.
tennis ball have you played that new one yet? What's it called? Short tennis.
Pickleball.
Yeah, that thing, pickleball. Yeah.
I played that a couple times.
Yeah.
It's nice. I mean, it's good for all ages too because it's shorter. And I played with someone that was in their 80s before. I'm like,
There you go. There you go. When I first heard it, I thought, what they do? Hand out pickles for everybody while they play. Did you realize this? That pickleball is now the biggest sport in reference to getting injuries. No matter
wow.
what age you are. How about that?
Guess what? And guess
I
what
don't
that
know how,
is?
because it's not like tennis, which I used to play.
And guess what that is?
What is that? What is that?
Rare.
See you, my friend. My friend.
Hey,
Lovely speaking with you. Good luck with the book and take care. God bless, okay?
God bless. Thank you so much.
All right, mate. Bye-bye. So there it is there. Author My Dash in Life. Everyone Has One by Michael Sims. God bless you. Good on him. The show is dedicated to authors, discovering your book, promoting your book, and how about I didn't offend anybody today? You know what I was trying to say. And selling your book, all right? So nothinglikeagoodbook.com. If you want to write a book, let me know. If you like to, because I do it differently, okay? I do a lot of interviews, and then I convert the interviews into a great little book for you, okay? And it doesn't cost that much compared to some out there. But anyway, thanks for being here. I appreciate your support on the YouTube channel. Please support that. That helps as you see them all asking the same way, because what it actually does is it just helps. The big boys out there don't even look at you unless you've got people following you or subscribing and so on. It's pretty ruthless. But I could get all different sorts of things and bring more people in. I have been requested to bring certain things on the show. And I would do. For instance, I want to bring in lawyers, but I do want to bring in legal people and all sorts of people from the printing industry so we can get all the scammers out the game. That's the goal anyway.